I almost feel like I'm going to sound like a broken record because it seems as though all the ACC games are based about the same. They're hard fought. They're always going to have a great, outstanding player on everybody's team. They're going to be well coached. They're going to make adjustments. You have to make adjustments. Everybody plays hard. Gives tremendous effort. And we overcame tonight when we very well could have faltered. I think our guys are growing up a little. Just their body language, their ability to give attention to details seems to be improving. Although a lot of our guys stepped up and accepted the challenges that we've been giving them. Our veterans, Bodanowski and Marte and Jaquez, all I thought had started making contributions that we need to be successful in the ACC. Our young kids are being a little bit more consistent. Even though they made runs on us, I didn't see anybody panic. I thought they did a very good job of coaching themselves. And one of the things that we challenged our guys was to make sure that we at least kept our own, held our own on the boards. It's one of the best rebounding teams that we're going to face. We look back at their stats where they just out-rebounded some very, very good basketball teams. So I'm very proud of the fact that our guys did a very good job, even though we started to play full guards most of the time. That we were able to hold on the boards. Execution defensively, I thought was pretty good in the first half. They made some adjustments in the second half. They started more ball handlers. They put 4 guards out on the floor as well. They changed their system a little bit and kind of threw us off. But I thought we kind of maintained our composure, went on an 8-0 run. Then they switched to another zone defense, and I thought we sputtered a little bit because they were trying to keep the ball on one side of the floor. We turned the ball over about 3 times and gave them some easy baskets. Once again, I thought we maintained our poise, called the timeout, started executing a lot better, and made some pretty good decisions, put ourselves in a position to win a game that could have gone either way.
Coach, following the loss to Pittsburgh, you guys have now won 3 straight games. What has allowed you guys to catch stride during the past few games?
I think we learned a little bit more about the level of intensity that we have to play with for 40 minutes, that every possession is important, that attention to detail is very important. The little things that the blockouts, contesting the shots, the rotations, and giving tremendous effort, running the lanes, getting to our checkpoints in all the corners, getting the ball out. I wanted and just reading the things that we feel that we do well. We have some strengths, we have some limitations. One is getting out in transition. We've been challenging the guys every time we get a rebound. We have multiple ball handlers, so we can bring everybody who gets a rebound can come out on the dribble, and that creates some sense of urgency with the teammates, because that means that you don't know exactly who's going to come out and dribble and who's going to be filling the lane, and which kind of gives us a little edge, and that has been something that we really have been able to explore here the last couple of games.
What does it say about the versatility of your offense? The fact that when they closed down you guys one time, X hit a basket, one time Devin hit a basket, another time you got another person hit a basket. So what does it say about this versatility of your offense?
Well, obviously we're growing in confidence, making good decisions, having good shot selection, playing to each other. That's a learned skill. You know, we weren't quite there with 4 new players, 5 new players. It's not easy to develop that chemistry and that understanding of the strengths and weaknesses of your teammates. It takes time to work through it. Defensively, I think you see us being a little more consistent with our effort, and that's something that grows over a period of time. A lot of the things that we're asking our newcomers to do are just not habit forming. It takes a lot of repetition over and over and over, and then once you get into the season, you know, you're playing a game every 2 or 3 days. You don't have a whole lot of time to be drilling and practicing and getting the repetition and practice. So we kind of learn on the job. And so that means now you got to be really focused. You got to pay attention, and you got to give back what coaches are actually doing. And you're not really experienced at it. But I think our guys are coming around, and I like to see the direction that we're moving in now.
Leonard, how good of a first half defensive effort did you feel like your team gave tonight?
That's about as good as we have played all year. I thought that we got deflections. We created indecision in the part. We contested shots. We rebounded. and we turn some of our good defensive play into offense for us, and that's what we've been trying to do all year. I thought that Jaquez, he had a period there where he blocked 2 shots in 1 possession. Boris, we had 7 blocked shots. Monte had an unbelievable game, but he got out in transition and gave us some points after we got some of those deflections and stops. That's who we are, and that's what we've been trying to develop all year long. And I see us growing in the direction that we thought we could. And we just got to make sure that we don't let ourselves get too high. We're going to play a Wake Forest team that's 1 and whatever, and you would not think that this team tonight was a 2 and 7 or 2 and 8.
2 and 8 now.
I mean, this is, but that's life in the ACC, and we got to make sure that we understand that as part of the growing and development process, the mental preparation and the emotional frame of mind that you're in, preparing for each game, and then going out and delivering the game.
What's the importance of being 5-5? You talked about that before, just being 5-5 in the ACC.
Well, obviously we dug a little hole for ourselves, but we lost to some pretty good basketball teams. You know, Miami, the 13th ranked team in the country. You know, obviously we love to have the Iowa game back. We love to have the Pittsburgh game back, but that's the nature of who we were at that particular time. Maybe I'm not real sure we were ready to win those games, even though we came close. Now, what we have to do is take all those experiences now and the wisdom that we've gained through those struggles, and hopefully that would give us an opportunity now to go on the road and be a little more consistent. We got 2 games on the road, and road games in the ACC are important, and road games are valuable to you for your opportunity to have postseason life. So we can't look too far down the road. We got to take a deep breath tomorrow, and then we'll jump right over, preparing for Wake Forest, and hopefully we'll go up there and get a victory.
You mentioned the Pitt game kind of had a similar feel, up by double digits in both games at halftime. Other team comes back, makes a big run. But today, unlike the Pitt game, NC State was never able to quite take the lead despite a superb effort from Cat Barber. Could you sense something different on the sideline, some different maturity? Or
Well, I think we're improving defensively. You know, we had a hard time stopping Cat, but we did a pretty good job on most of the other guys. You know, we just kept making adjustments to their adjustments. You know, they allowed themselves to be coached. Now when you speak to some of the younger guys, they understand exactly what is expected of them, and they're going out trying to get it.
Do you think you could have won this game a month ago?
I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about a month ago. So I'm worried about what's happening today, and we're looking forward to tomorrow.
Leonard, Dwayne obviously is a very skilled offensive player, but the shot he hit about 15 seconds left as a shot clock expiring for a freshman, that's pretty impressive.
Well, this should tell you something that we put him in that spot, and he did exactly what we wanted him to do. We wanted him to have the ball in there and drive to the basket or take a good shot, and he felt comfortable with his 15-footer, and that's what he does. He's very accurate in there, and he makes good decisions. And he had a lot of easier shots that probably could have fallen. He must have missed 5 or 6 baskets right around the basket that he knows to make. But you got to give him credit. Those guys, 6'9", 6'10", 250 pounds in there, they created some challenges in there for us too. But for him to step up and be cool and calm and confident enough to make that shot, that says a lot about his ability to, and where he's grown.
It seemed like Monte had maybe his best all-around game of the season. Not just, he scored, but also 5 assists, no turnovers, great defense. Is he just now getting healthy?
Well, Monte has been playing pretty good defense all along. His effort has been tremendous. He's just had a tough time at the pace that we're playing. He's had to make that adjustment. He's defending bigger, stronger guys every night out. We're asking him now to be a little bit more aggressive, taking people off the dribble, creating. That's kind of a different thing than what we've been able to do in the past. So he's making an adjustment. He's almost like learning a new system, which he is. Now we're playing full guards with more dribble drive team, a more penetrating pitch team. The team is tacking off the dribble and trying to speed and score out of transition. So those are adjustments he's had to make, just like our incoming new players had to make. So it hasn't been easy, but now tonight he's doing what we thought he would be doing earlier in the year. Getting out in transition, using his skills and his ability, you know, to get up and down the floor, finishing at the rim in transition. But what you don't really see is that what gives him an opportunity to do that is that our wings are getting deep out in the corners, whereas sometimes they're jogging at the top of the key, which doesn't open up past the driving lanes for him to get to the basket. So everyone's doing their part, which is making a big difference, making life a little easier for everybody.